was going to do an ice fishing video for you guys today, but as you can see here, there is rain and the ice is probably melting off. We got a pond right over here, and then we have another pond right next to that house over there, and I was going to go fish. But unfortunately, it rained last night. It's about 50 degrees now, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my tackle organization, because I haven't posted any fishing videos in a while. I've been really busy with trapping and hunting, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I have my room set up and what I plan to have it set up as. I've seen this on a few YouTubers' channels. They have a nice board in the back with all their baits on it. That's actually a really good way to organize your baits. You can do it inside your house, or you can do it in the garage where you have your fishing rods. It just depends which is easier for you to go to. You can hang a lot of stuff up on it. You can separate it out. And the cool thing is, and what I like about this a lot, is you can hang up your crankbaits in these peg holes here, and they're going to be tangle free, and they're just going to drape down just like that. And I think that's awesome. So this was my original idea to hold crankbaits, and I think it works quite well if you don't have access to a pegboard. And you can see I have half of it converted to clothing, and then over my dresser here with all my fishing stuff, I have the crankbaits. And basically all this is a curtain rod. I have it organized out by swim baits, or I guess they're glide baits, and then jerk baits and crankbaits. And the nice thing is, whenever you hang them up like this, they're going to be tangle free. And it's just another place that you can store your crankbaits, and they're out of the way. So it worked out quite well. And then if you have any giant swim baits like this Huddleston Deluxe here, you can hang it straight down so the tail doesn't get all jacked up and you won't have to boil it out later on. So that's just a quick way to store your crankbaits if you run out of room and you don't have any wall space. I got this idea from Lunkers TV's channel, and you know, I'm not going to steal the idea from him, but I think it's an awesome tool to organize your stuff, and I'm going to put this in my dorm room eventually. I move back next week. So now I'm going to move on to my tackle bag. This is what I got for Christmas a few years ago, and I love it. This is a Browning tackle bag. You can get it from Bass Pro for about $30 to $40. So to start off, I'm going to show you what's in here, and then I'm going to show you what's in this big pouch. So this is where all of my tackle's at. This includes my crankbaits, my spinner baits, my hooks. All my terminal tackle is going to be in here. So I have it organized by hooks and weights, spinner and rattle trap, chatterbait and topwater, crank and jerk bait, and swim jigs and football head jigs. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out for you. You can fit a lot of stuff in here, and this is what I like about it. So they're going to be kind of hard to take out because I have it jam-packed in here, just like every other fisherman. But cut that out. And with these little boxes here, I don't know what, you know, most of you guys probably have these boxes if you're really into bass fishing like I am. But you can organize it out by hook sizes, other terminal tackle stuff, jig heads, and bobber stops. So that's how I have my hook and weight box set up. Now for my chatterbait and topwater, this is kind of lame. I don't really have very many. I actually put in a few swim baits in here as well, just to keep them nice and out of the way. So I have some poppers here. I used to have more. I lost them in the fall. And then I have my chatterbaits in this box here. I only have like 2 or 3, and it works very well. Now my next box is my crankbait and my jerkbait box. This is one of my boxes that I normally only use in the springtime and in the fall, because I usually use these jerk baits. I don't use crankbaits even close to as much as I should, but I'm going to start using them this year and try to master using them. I got them separated by color and depth size, and then I have all my jerk baits in this section here. So that's just what I carry around with me at all times, is that stuff there, and then I can go into my room and take some of those crankbaits and jerkbaits and put them in this box if I need to. So my next box is my swim jig and my football head jig box. Now this is the box that I probably use almost every single time I go fishing, just because I love throwing jigs and I like that slow presentation type style. So I got most of it separated out by color. I leave all of the trailers inside of this pouch here. We'll go ahead and look at that in a second. but I don't like to keep my trailers in there. This one's just miscellaneous. I don't know what that is, but I like to keep all my jigs like this, just individual, and then these two are put together just because, I don't know, I ran out of room. So anyway, that's my football head jig and my swim jig box. Now my last box is a box that I love to throw in the fall and spring as well. I got rattle traps and spinner baits. And these are one of my favorite big bass lures, or spinner baits. I can throw those all day. You just burn them and usually get some pretty big bites out of them. Rattle traps, I don't throw as much as I should, but they are a great bait to throw against weed edges and rip out of weed lines and stuff like that. And then I got my inline spinners for when the bite gets pretty tough. I love to throw those inline spinners. So that's what I got for my tackle organization. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up the big pouch here. And that's just basically all soft plastics. It's where I'm going to keep my swim baits. It's where I'm going to keep my jig trailers and all that. And that's just some of them there. I actually have a few totes behind me in my closet full of stuff, but I don't have enough room for it all, just like most of us. You know, we spend a lot of money. What is this? I'm wondering where this goose call package went. I was going to return this because I suck at goose hunting. That's another story. But here's all my tackle. You can actually convert this into a cooler if you want to, but I don't have enough room in this bag, so I converted it to my soft plastic box. And it's worked out quite well. So if you guys are looking for something to haul around, if you don't have a boat or anything like that, you can just walk the shoreline with this backpack and it works great. You can see how much I can fit in here. I've got 5 boxes of stuff. It fits all in here. Got my fishing poles right there. I do recommend, though, if you guys are going to buy this, buy something that you can hold your poles in. This one, I try to, whenever I'm walking around and stuff, I try to stick my poles right in here, but it doesn't really work out too well. If you open up this pouch, you can actually slide them all the way through here and they'll stick straight up. You can fit 1 or 2 that way. So that's what I use for organizing my fishing tackle. Pretty easy to buy and pretty easy to make. This was a pegboard. It only cost me like $4. The peg hooks were another $4 or $5, so $9, and this is how much fishing stuff I can hang on there as of right now. I'm going to be adding some more later on, and I'm going to have a lot better videos whenever I go back to school. I'm going to have this hanging up, and I'm going to do a lot more fishing videos because I'm going to have time to do that. Hunting season's getting ready to wind down. Goose season ends this week, so deer season ends as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do a lot more fishing videos from now on, so you guys should be ready for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.